Chapter 6, The Value of Play. This chapter was a big one for me on how it emphasized that in our childhood, the main work that we do is play. So, work of childhood is free playtime, and that's something that we also cherish when we grow up. It's simple joy that we cherish as part of our childhood. The big feature in that time was that it is unstructured and it is free play. We could do whatever we want. But recently, what we observe is we have children who are highly scheduled, one activity after the other. Parents are constantly running around, picking up kids from one place, dropping into the other one. And it's a packed routine. There's no breaks. And some of this can be used as a learning ground for better skills, mastering newer, different types of skills. But also, it could be stressful. It could also cause a drop in creativity because all that kids do is do what parents pick up for them. So, parents' role or the role of a leader in a team is very important to understand what is it that the child or the team member is good at and focusing the time there and giving full potential to explore their capabilities rather than constantly giving them one things after the other. Parents right now constantly spend a lot of time transporting kids between activities. They are tired. I think undirected play, based on reading this chapter, allows children to gain a lot of skills that are important, like working in groups, to share the things that they own with one another, to negotiate, and to advocate for themselves. So, some of these are skills that are very important as we grow up. Being able to work with a team, sharing your learnings, negotiating for priorities, and advocating and standing for the goals that you have in mind. Also, if as kids we develop hobbies, we now have a quick way to go on an instant vacation, a quick way to relax. So, play is an important part, not just for kids, but even for grown up adults. Having some sort of a hobby that is unstructured, free time of creativity, growth is very important. Similarly, there is a huge importance of breaks and downtime. Breaks help us to better focus in times when we need to be focused. The actual learning time, we are 100% in learning versus struggling to focus. So, regular constant breaks is very important. Also, downtimes with vacations or just spending some quality time deeply connecting with kids, talking deeply about an area that they are interested in, preparing meals together. That could be a good break. Working on a hobby, being immersed into something that the child or the team member is really interested in. That is downtime, that is rejuvenation as well. It helps you be better focused when you need to be focused. So, huge importance of play, breaks, and downtime in overall productivity because at the end of it, productivity is what counts. It's not the number of hours or the number of things, it's how well can you do certain things. So breaks, downtime, and unstructured free time is an important area to focus on for developing creativity and some sort of deep competence. Because deep competence is built with great focus, and great focus comes with some sort of creative avenues that you can exercise. One other part that I learned was we need to balance between living in the present and fear for falling behind in the future. So kids would please would want to please their parents by doing what the parents want. And sometimes they go to such an extreme that they sacrifice their self satisfaction. And they also are in a lot of stress and distracted, primarily because they are doing the things that the parents want. Similarly, is the role of a leader. Balance current achievement and current celebrating current wins, having fun working together, and future achievement or a goal that we want to hit. It'll lead to more healthier and happier human beings in the team. And as children, as we grow up, we'll be much more healthier, stress free, be able to cope up with stress, and we'll be happy with what we're doing. Typically, our playtime, our free time, our creative time, when it comes to competing priorities, it's considered expendable. Let's be very careful on protecting the times that is sacred to us, times that we love, times for our hobby, times for our break, time for our downtime, and time for living in the present most of the time instead of constantly pursuing the future goals. Also, passive entertainment versus active entertainment when it comes to play is also very important to keep in mind. Watching television versus playing an active sport has a huge role in building healthy bodies and overall mood. When we have some structured, unstructured free time, it allows us to explore some of our inner potentials or creativity, things that we can master. We would have the joy of learning. So it's very important to have few hours a day at the minimum, ideally early in the morning, where you're just doing things that you love. Creative work. It could be reading, it could be creating videos, it could be learning a new skill, it could be practicing the guitar, it could be making good lunch, whatever. Sa- Protecting that sacred time is, I think, the biggest learning for me, and making sure that, especially when kids grow up, or that they have good unstructured free time for creativity and growth rather than constant structured time moving from one place to the other and commuting most of the time. So, very important to have play as a central work item for kids. Thank you.